We are working together well. I think the Minister, Babu Namwama, came up with a new vision. Everybody is committed to ensure that this sector is exploited to the core to ensure that our young people who are very talented and who are tech savvy are able to exploit their talents through technology to make money. I think that those arrangements are going on because that's policy formulation. There must be public participation. There must be some new laws that will come into force. For us, as the representatives of the music industry and as the people who champion the interest of our musicians, ours is to pledge our collaboration with the government, that will support the work of the government to ensure that the policies that will come out of the engagements that are ongoing, even with the Committee of Parliament, are informed by global dynamics, and that's why I was able to travel to South Africa with the parliamentary committee and the other CMOs, the leadership of other CMOs, to understand how CMOs in South Africa operate. I think going forward, ours is to support the government. Ours is to work with the government and other agencies, including broadcasters, including users of our music, to ensure that we work together so that we can reap maximum benefits. The way to begin would be to streamline the legislative framework. And I think that's what Waziri is doing. You only streamline the legislative framework by talking to people, by engaging with the stakeholders. Music belongs to the musician. I've always said this and I'll repeat it. The government does not fund musicians. Our members, name them, South Soul, all these guys that you see, they produce music on their own without the support of government. Government does not buy the music. And therefore, music must be recognized as business, the way banking industry is, the way law is. You cannot regulate the practice, you can only protect the intellectual property so that business can thrive. In any case, and this is very important, the policy of the government of President William Ruto is to actually privatize even government parastatals. Why? Because government is not good at doing business because of bureaucratic red tape. When you open up the business, you create structures that are easy to navigate, then you are able to reap more money. And the reason why some parastatals are being privatized is so that we can remove the bureaucracy and enable these parastatals to make money. The same approach should be applied to music. We need to remove bureaucratic red tape, remove too much government in the business of music, remove too much kekobo, the manner in which you do business. Even as you create TalantaHela and other agencies, remove bureaucracy, allow the industry to thrive, open up the sector, protect musicians from piracy. That's the work of government, because under Section 40 of the Constitution, the government has an obligation to ensure that intellectual property of its citizens is protected. That's the work of the government. The work of the government is not to micromanage CMOs. The work of the government is not to collect and distribute royalties. No, the work of the government is to create an enabling environment, a conducive atmosphere for a musician, just like a farmer, to be able to thrive, to do their business, create the right tariffs for the cost or the price of music. So don't lower them the way they did in 2019 by lowering the tariff for music by 90%. That means disrespect to musicians. So we are encouraging the ministry and other stakeholders to ensure that as we go through the process of stakeholder engagement and public participation, to review the laws governing copyright, there is clear understanding that our aim is to have less and less government in the manner in which we conduct business. Because the moment you bring too much bureaucratic red tape, nothing works. And that's what has skewed this music industry.